Hi everybody, welcome back to another video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to draw a Lamborghini car. The techniques I'll be using are in my How to Draw Car sketchbook. You can find a link in the description below to grab yourself a copy. It's a really cool sketchbook that you actually have guidelines and techniques and you sketch inside of it. So if you really love cars, check out the book and grab yourself a copy. So the first thing we'll do is we'll grab a sheet of paper and have that in the landscape format. And we'll start by drawing a ground line across the lower portion of our page. So we'll just draw a straight line like this across there. Now we want to place in between the two wheels, the front and the rear wheel, we want to have a 3-wheel spacing. So what I'll do is I'll start in the middle of my page with a circle, and I'll use a circle template, and then I'll draw 2 wheels in this direction, and then I'll come over here and draw another 2 wheels in the front side here. So now we have 3 wheels in the middle, so this will be our main wheel. Marker the 2 wheels in and commit to those right now. We will draw one more circle behind and one on the other side. The end of our car will come here, and we'll use about half of this circle for the rear section. Using the center circle, we will stack one right above that. So this will give us the height of our car. Okay, the next thing that we want to do is we find the center, roughly the center of our front wheels. And then what I like to do is from here, almost touching the edge of this circle right over here. So we'll come approximately, again guys, it doesn't have to be exact, but we'll draw a line kind of up like that. From our ground line, if you want to come up just a bit, you can draw another line like that. So that'll be our lower portion of the car. Or you can create another curve around those. So this one's a little tight, so we may want to step that up to the next size. But this might be just a little bit too big. So you may have to freehand that. What we'll do now is we'll start right about this side here. So right about where this line meets the circle, we will just put a little dot there as a reference point. And then you want to come up about here in the rear of the car, just a little bit over the rear wheel. So if you draw a line like that, we'll come up there. And then over here, this will have a round curved shape over that front wheel. So we will come and bend, like a quick bend, and we will come up like this. And then we'll come roughly, so your center of your wheel is here. So if you come up just above the center and draw a line over, come roughly about to here. Okay, so this line will curve and come down like that. This wheel up here, the top of our car, won't go all the way. It'll go roughly about here. Okay, so that's going to be the top of our car. And this line right up here will curve like this and come down right about here. And if you want, it's almost like it connects to this edge of your wheel. Rear section will keep this line coming back. And again, remember we said we stopped the car right about here. So we want this line to come back and will end above the wheel. So somewhere about here. Just like that. Okay, then we'll have a line that comes from here in the back towards the rear wheel at a slight angle downward. And then we can come in from that line about here, and then we'll angle this down slightly. And then we'll have this come back towards the rear like that. And then this will extend out just a little bit like that. And then we can come down from here like that. So that's the back of our car. And then we'll have a shape that comes up like this. And then this one flares out right around here in the rear wheel, and we're going to come up in this direction, right? So we're going to come up somewhere about there, and then we're going to follow the top greenhouse line like this, and then this will come towards the front of our car, and it will actually get a little bit wider right down over here. So right where this comes down, we're going to want to come in this direction and draw a line like that. And then we will have another line that comes from up over here. This will come down and follow the line that we drew over here. So I'll grab my circle template that has a straight edge on the side, and I'll just draw a line like that. And then as you get up here, it gets a little closer, this rounds. We will come from the wheel right about here, and we'll come up like this and meet right about here. So there'll be a line like that. We can draw a line down from your greenhouse like this. Then inside here there'll be like a little duct work, so we're going to come up and then back down like this. And then this shape's going to have almost like a vent that goes, kind of take some air into the the back of the car. Down over here, we will come down at an angle. So somewhere about the center of our wheel, we'll come across. So we'll meet right about here, and then this will taper down ever so slightly, just like that. And then we'll come down, not to the bottom right here, but just a little bit higher, and we'll draw a straight line to this. And then we can go back to our wheels, and we can draw like the thickness of our wheel. So I'll just grab a smaller circle, and I'll find the center, kind of position that in the center. And draw something like that. You'll have your thickness of the rim here, and then you can put another line like this for the other wheel. You can do the same on this side. Now if we go to the front of our car, we can draw a line that comes from this surface up here, and then it starts coming down like that. And this will show a little bit of the front light. And then almost at the top, where the top of your wheel is, somewhere about here, you can draw a line over. And then this will come down. And then we'll come in and over like that. And then the front of our car will follow this wheel shape, and it'll be inside just a little bit. So we'll come like this, and then we'll come back out like that. And then this will actually come and kind of rise up a little bit on a slight curve incline. And then we'll have a scoop in here. So what I'll do is I'll come over here, go to the left, and then I'll come down from about there. This will come down like that. Then you'll come down just a little, you'll back it in, come down, and then over like that. So it's a little tricky up in there. The next thing, we have a design line that flares from the nose of the car here. So you can have this kind of come up like this. And then there'll be a turn signal light right about here. So we'll come from where this bend was that we first drew in. We'll come to the left of that position, okay? And we'll draw a line down and over like that. And then we'll come forward like this. And you'll see a little bit of the window up in here. So leave just a little bit of space. And what we'll do is we'll come over like this, and then over here for this piece will also come up just a little bit like that, and then we'll come towards the left, go in this direction, and then this will kind of come up like that. All right, so we'll draw the line across here, and there'll be a flared surface right about there. I'll draw another line to the right of that, and then this one will come down like that, and over here this one will come up like that. Turn signal, rear turn signal over here, that kind of tapers. So we'll do another ductwork right over here. We'll come off of this line, right? We'll come down in this direction like this, and then we'll point this, and this line will follow this line right here like that. And then right around here you'll come up, and this will taper back, and this will be like a little bit of a scoop in here, so you'll see a little bit of thickness there. Let's finish off this edge line right here. So we started and we ended here, and then what we want to do is we want to come all the way down, and then we'll follow the wheel well opening. Next thing we can do is put those door lines in. So we'll have a pillar shape right here that'll be fairly dark. You won't really see it. It'll kind of blend into this window. And then right off of that, in front of our side view mirror, okay, we'll have a line that comes forward. So this will have a slight curve to it. And then we'll have a detail right over here, like another air vent that kind of scoops like this, and that fades off to the back. So what I'm going to do next is I'll go and use my marker. I'm going to use a thinner tipped marker. I don't want to use a thick one because this has a lot of details. So I'll use my marker. We'll speed up the footage so you can follow along, and then we'll come back and figure out what other details we need to fill in place. Right, I'll erase all my pencil lines, and that should reveal all of my black outlines that I just drew using my ink pen. Okay, I'll start with my black Sharpie and color in a few areas that I know will be all black. And then we'll go ahead and color this in and speed up the footage, and see you guys in a bit. Alright guys, we just finished our Lamborghini. I had a lot of fun drawing this. I spent a little extra time with my wheels and with the details. So if you don't want to put that much detail into it, you don't have to, but it does make for a really cool looking car. Please like our channel, subscribe to it. That way you can see all of our upcoming tutorials. We do them Monday through Friday. See you later.